So we're live.
I mean, we're not live because we're not streaming to anything.
But like we're recording.
We are actively recording our
This
voices.
is our first recording.
Is this the one that we're going to look back on and just be like, oh, member whens? And do like the member berries? Or is this going to be the one and be like, we don't have to talk about that one? That one was a little rough.
It's probably going to be the latter. It's probably going to be the latter.
The rough draft.
Mm-hmm. There are going to be many cuts. Many me fumbling through Audacity to try to make this into something coherent. Something that looked like maybe we did an outline or right. We actually know what we're doing. So like earlier when I was like, let's brainstorm. Like that's what it should look like. Sure. I feel like there should be charts. We should be involving some type of Microsoft Office. If not Excel, at least PowerPoint. Excel.
We should at least introduce what we are, right? Did we settle on Stir the Pot?
So I guess we can be Stir the Pot.
I feel like Stir the Pot or Stirring the Pot.
Stirring the Pot.
Stirring the Pot.
Stirring the Pot, yeah.
With Kendall and Jess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where we basically just shoot the shit.
Yeah. So we can do Kendall and Jess. You're cool. Yeah. Okay. So we can delete this if you want like a screen name or something.
I don't think so.
Like Jess Ninja 69.
I would no. Ninja. I am not a ninja. There's nothing stealthy or graceful about me whatsoever. In fact, I almost ate shit down your stairs this morning.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with no pants on. That would have been awful.
Oh, I was picturing you outside.
No, not those steps. I had pants on when I went out those steps.
I'll whack the table. Oh. They're going to notice we don't have anything fancy.
No.
They. The millions of...
Right. The fans. They're just waiting for us.
Do you want to just talk about, like, that topic I brought up the other day? Or do you want to do something else?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So we're going to talk about things that maybe either we've done.
Yeah.
That's heroic.
Right.
Or...
like unconventional
like
heroes.
We've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like every day, like, you didn't have to save a life.
Right.
You
like
know?
Anytime you think, man, not all heroes wear capes.
Yeah.
I had one of those moments today, actually.
What's
where
that
I
about?
actually responded to a female and was like, girlfriend, not all heroes wear capes. So here's the thing. Going on a cruise in a few days and learned today there's no Gatorade or Powerade on board. So like the electrolyte situation after a night at the bar is going to be a little rough. This lady went to Costco and bought a big old freaking thing of powdered electrolytes, like powdered Powerade.
Yeah.
She's bringing the whole thing on board, and you can just like ask her and be like, hey.
Oh yeah, because it's just a little scoop. They use that in like
they have individual little packets.
Like, yeah.
Yeah. So she's going to be our electrolyte replacer. And I was like, girl, not all heroes wear capes. Because that is necessary.
Yeah.
So she is hero status. Because all of us are going to be so fucked up in the morning. And all the kids are going to be running around like, take me here. I want to swim. Let me ruin your life. And you're like, I need a Powerade so bad, preferably blue.
Yeah, oh, of course blue. If you're going to get Powerade, blue.
But Gatorade's red or purple. But Powerade...
I like yellow.
Oh!
Lemon lime is my Gatorade.
What?
Yeah. Regular,
barbaric?
old school lemon lime Gatorade.
That is awful. Between that and toe socks, I'm questioning things now.
I never had toe socks. I never had toe socks.
You had toe shoes.
I had... Vibrams. I had the Vibrams for a minute. Yeah. Okay. They're very good for your feet.
Toe shoes while you drink that nasty ass piss Gatorade.
Fuck you. So I thought of the concept.
Yeah.
Because I was driving home from work and I stopped 20, 30 feet before a red light. Red light's right out there. There's like a woman and child. They're just waiting to cross the street, but not at the crosswalk because that's impossible to do, right?
So like 30 feet away is the crosswalk.
Yeah. So they're going across. So I stop. Red light's up ahead anyway.
And because child in middle of road.
Yeah.
I mean, forget about the adult.
Well, they're not in the
15
middle of the road
points.
yet. They're not. They're waiting to cross the road.
Okay.
They're not just blindly crossing like half of the people
Playing
in the town
Frogger.
do. So I stop, but there's a straight lane and a left turn lane, and some joker behind me just keeps going through the left turn lane. Like, at least I see them in my rearview mirror. I'm like, shit, they're gonna fucking smoke these two girls. So I pull my car in like across, on like a diagonal across the road, like almost over the center line. And the weird thing is that the mother and daughter, it's like they didn't even notice that I started moving my car.
I was gonna say, did you at least get like a thank you nod or wave or something?
They didn't even look. Like, they would have gotten sidelined, like smoke checked by this car.
Had a kid not been involved, I'd have been like, why didn't you let her get run over? Serves her right. But the kid like didn't have a choice. Yeah. But that just shows you what kind of person I am.
I'll get to that here in a second. But yeah, so I pull my car in time to like cut them off. Yeah. And then I felt like they were angry at me. Like
the people crossing?
No.
Oh,
no,
the driver?
The people crossing, completely oblivious to even what happened. They just left and just went on with the rest of their lives. Like, I didn't even move my car after I stopped it the first time. But no, I turned back into my lane. All right, the light's still red. Yeah. They pull up in the left lane. Not quite on level with me, so that they're a little bit behind. And I look, they're definitely like
you fucking idiot.
Looking at me like, what are you doing that for?
So they probably didn't see the people either?
I mean, they clearly saw why I was stopping in the middle of the road after they walked through the other lanes. Oh, gotcha. Too. But it's like, why didn't you let me go? I could have, beat them or run them over or something,
It's 37 points.
Yeah. Like, they looked pissed.
Well,
and I'm like, I was, if I rolled my window down, we would have started some shit.
I mean, you probably mildly inconvenienced them because they were in a hurry because nobody ever leaves on time for anything. And they probably weren't paying attention or saw like what could have actually happened. Right. Yeah. Had they weren't
creeping by.
Right.
Like, they were going about 20, At least, the woman was carrying her child on her shoulders.
Oh, so the kid just would have gone through the windshield.
Sitting on the shoulders. Yeah. So mom would have teeter-tottered over. Yeah. Daughter would have, done a barrel roll off of the roof. Yeah. Whatever.
We're thinking probably a fractured pelvis and maybe a broken arm. Yeah. So, like, not terrible.
Not life-threatening.
But, like...
Inconveniencing.
And probably costing the taxpayers.
I mean, costing everybody. It would just cost everybody money because that's how medicine works. But
dude bro who would have hit them, his insurance company would be pissed. So you actually saved an insurance company a significant amount of money.
Imagine the impact that one little gesture of me turning diagonally into across the lanes did for the world.
Right. So mom's not out of work. She's able to, provide for child that was riding on shoulder. Mm-hmm. They even saved up a little money, went on a vacation somewhere. Kid got inspired by the astronauts that they went to see in Cape Canaveral because mom was able to save up money and became an astronaut and found a new planet and made friends with the people on it. And therefore, there's no war. Like, the aliens aren't going to kill us because the little girl
The
made
butterfly
friends.
Effect.
Absolutely.
The butterfly effect. The driver who was driving that car should be thanking me. Right. They would have had their insurance rates gone up. They couldn't afford their car payment to get all the body work fixed. Insurance wouldn't pay for it because they only have liability. Right. And then they go ahead, they get addicted to Flocka. And then...
That's a really big leap.
I mean, I can feel the connection there.
Yeah, I mean, so
The town that they were from.
There'd be
I
some
mean,
sort of trauma, right? Because they just like hit a mom and a child crossing the street. So like that's gonna fuck with their head a little bit, regardless.
Yeah.
So they're gonna turn to drugs to just, quiet the noise.
Indeed.
And everybody's judgment, like that asshole, friggin' hit a kid.
They were the people who did a double vehicular manslaughter. Could have been, like, worst case scenario.
Not at 20 miles.
Maybe I'm getting... Worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario, they were actually driving
murdered.
90.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Sometimes I'm a bad judge of speed. I don't know.
Oh, I'm terrible. I'm like, that car was going really, really fast or really slow, and I'm the asshole going fast. I also can't judge, like, measurements. Like, you'd be like, oh, move 1 foot to the right, and I'll go, like, across the street.
Yeah.
I'm awful at that. So, which is why there's a lot of holes in a particular wall, because I kept hitting this stupid fucking stud every time I was trying.
You couldn't miss the stud?
I couldn't miss the stud.
They're only like an inch and a half wide.
Yeah, and I just kept hitting it. Like every wall. There's so many holes in the wall.
So about like the sometimes being the hero and sometimes like you're just a dick. Or at least you feel like that. Like
like an unintentional dick move.
Well, I mean,
I had one recently that haunts me.
Sure. What would you have?
Oh my god, unintentional dick move. So it's pouring down rain, and I'm going to Aldi. If you don't know anything about Aldi, you have to like go up to where the carts are, stick your quarter in,
so you
can get the cart.
You gotta like rent a cart.
Yeah, and I've got a tiny human that I own with me, like the tiniest of them, who's like a little bit annoying anyway. So pouring rain, keep that in mind. So I like schlepp tiny human out of the car. I'm like, put on your rain jacket because we can't wear it in your car seat. And I'm getting my bags out of the back, and then across the way, there's this older woman who's like, she's unloading the groceries into her car. She's like, I'm almost done if you want my cart. So my unintentional dick move was being like, no thanks, I'm good. Walked up to the front to go get my cart. And then like, it dawned on me, she's going to have to go return her cart now. That was a dick move. I could have just handed her my quarter, taken the cart, and she wouldn't have to walk in the pouring down rain. This woman was like 85 years old. And I'm like, no, thank you. Like, didn't even dawn on me. All I could think of was like, get tiny human out of the rain. She's still got like 4 bags in her cart.
Oh.
Unintentional dick move. And because I only shop at that Aldi, I'm just like waiting to see that woman again. And she's like, that motherfucker right there. She's a dick.
I'm going to jam a dime in that machine.
I know. Good luck getting your quarter out. Yeah, so that was an unintentional dick move I had recently.
Mine was that's great. I love that story. Because mine was just like a generic, like hypothetical. Like I haven't necessarily not done this. But it's not like I'm not recalling like, 2 weeks ago I did this.
Yeah.
So that's much better than mine. I was going to be like, you have those experiences where you're in the position to like do even something little, like turn your car 20 feet.
Yeah.
And like world changing, maybe.
Perhaps.
Potentially.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
But at the same time, like in a position to also do something like pretty minor and not either realizing it or taking advantage of it or just declining it altogether.
Right, like recognizing you could do that, but you're like, nah.
Being in front of, for example, being in front or being behind somebody in line at the checkout at like the grocery store, and you're behind like some old lady digging out like, I don't know, change and food stamp card and everything.
And there's like a ton of cat food on the tray because you know she's probably eating that.
And the total rings up like $10.82. And she's like trying to like piecemeal together and like just sitting there and waiting or like staring off into nothing.
Dicking around your phone.
Or whatever. And you just like either being oblivious or just not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
You could, I don't know, just like pull a $5 bill out of your pocket.
Right.
And just, here you go.
Right. Or
I'm about to spend that on a fucking coffee in 5 minutes anyway.
Right. Or just be like, forget it. Like, add hers to mine. Like, have a good day, ma'am.
Right.
Yeah. I've never bought someone's groceries before. As like a pay it forward thing.
Yeah.
But I did buy a family some groceries. Like they were like very clearly homeless. And there's like 2 kids and they were dirty and it was sad. So I was like, what do y'all want? I'm going into Walmart. And I got them some groceries.
That's pretty generous.
Question for you.
Okay.
What qualifies you to be a podcaster? What are your
A
qualifications?
microphone.
A microphone?
A microphone and internet access. I don't know a damn thing about podcasting. I don't even know how I'm going to host this. I'll probably just post it on YouTube with some...
You can't do podcasts on YouTube.
Why not?
You do it on Podbean.
Okay. Enlighten me.
You know what Podbean is? Okay. So it's in my entertainment folder.
Yep, next to Tinder.
So you were... Okay, we are going to go back to that because I'm going to show you what happens when I open my Tinder app. And the only reason why I keep it, your card is hidden, meaning no one can find me. Additionally, you were the only person in the messages and the only person I matched with.
Look at how many likes you got.
I mean, that's bullshit. Everybody gets that. As soon as you log in, it's like 99 plus likes. Pay for this thing and see. Yeah, it's garbage. You were the only person there. There's not any matches. There's nothing.
I'm giving you some shit.
I know, but I'm just showing you so I can go back and read the very beginning.
Yeah, that's very sentimental and sweet.
Right, exactly. I'm sweet. Remember that.
Why don't you tell me about you being a hero?
I'm not a hero, though.
You've done something. Butterfly. You're a fucking life guard. I almost said life coach.
I life coach better than I've ever lifeguarded. Yeah, but I mean, that was like paid. Like I was paid to, that was my job.
Okay.
So I feel like it can't be heroic if you're paid to do it.
Like all of the military gets paid to do their job.
But they don't get
they're
paid.
Not heroic. They
don't get paid to, I don't know. I don't think they get paid. The amount of pay that they get is only equivalent to like the tiny, like small little shit that's done between the big shit.
There's tax-free combat pay and hazard pay.
It's still peanuts compared to what it should be.
Well, yeah.
So to me, you're not getting paid for that part. You're like,
it's pretty fun, sweet.
You're getting your, your pay and your stipends and your uniform allowances for like the insignificant shit. That's what it's equivalent to. Because the military is not paid enough at all. At all.
They just got the biggest raise. Like yearly raise ever.
What, 3.9 instead of 3.3?
Well, it was 3 point something. But the last guy, I think there was a year where they didn't even do a increase in the wages.
Oh, no CPI. It's called the cost of living increase.
Yeah.
It's set at a national level so that like any company that does adjustments for CPI.
Do a raise though. Yeah.
That's garbage.
Yeah. Usually it's like 1% here or whatever there.
It's been, the CPI has been set at 3.3 for like a while.
Well, that's kind of like in line with inflation.
Yes, that's exactly what it's for. That's exactly what it's for.
A lot of jobs tend to like not increase their wages with inflation.
Yikes.
Yeah.
My company does. So like they do merit increases. So that's like, if you suck at your job, you're not going to get a merit increase. But if you're good at your job, you are. But then they do an automatic like cost of living increase. So whatever the national CPI is set at, that's what they'll increase everyone's wages by.
Sounds lovely.
But like if you're good at your job, then you get like above and beyond that.
That's good.
Yeah. That's how it was at every insurance company I worked for.
Well, that's good.
So
every hourly job that I've had, there'll be like a flat, like, oh, we're doing 15, you get an extra 15 cents here for being a 2 years or whatever.
Oh my God. That's such horseshit.
That's why I went to sales.
Yeah.
I went into a sales job. It's commission based, which you don't fucking sell anything. But if you do, if you're really good at what you do, you can make a ton of money.
Yeah, you're
and
essentially
you don't need to know how to do anything. You don't need any education.
Yeah. So like in sales, you're essentially 100% in control of how much you earn.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, you're only limited by the number of opportunities put in front of you.
Right. I couldn't do that. That would stress me out so bad. I like having the same amount in my paycheck every single 1st and 15th.
I mean, I would be down for that too.
Yeah.
If I landed a job where I was either salary or hourly and I had, enough.
Yeah.
But guess what? Oh, you need a bachelor's degree. You need a master's degree.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. You need 8 years of experience in this field.
Right.
Bullshit.
Right.
I'm not going to make anywhere near what I do.
No, stay with what you're good at. You're good at it.
I mean, it's
People like
marginal. You. Yeah.
I like you. That counts, right?
That counts for everything.
Had I walked into
like
where you work in need of the product that you sell, and you were like, hey, let me sell you a car.
Yeah.
And we're like, fucking sell me whatever you want. I don't even care. As long as we're hanging out later.
Yeah.
I probably would have
That's
hit
probably
on
the
you.
first time I would have had somebody that acted
You
like
think
that.
so?
Yeah.
I think I probably would have hit on you.
I've had some people that I wouldn't say ever hit on me.
Yeah.
I've had some people that are very agreeable and friendly and
Very agreeable.
yeah, moldable maybe. I like the people who come in with an open mind.
Yeah.
Not the mind of oh, everybody in this dealership is trying to rip me off.
Oh.
Which is a bunch of bullshit.
Right.
Fucking get over yourself.
Or my mind where I'm here's the list of things I want in my next vehicle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Go forth and find it.
Hey, I would like a 2017 Pontiac with a T-top and bright purple.
T-top.
Yeah. Sounds legit. I'll get right on.
I think we've got one of those out back.
Let me guess.
But while I'm looking, how about you check out this car?
Let me guess. You got a 480 credit score and you're
Jesus.
$8,000 upside down in the car you have right now. Oh my gosh. I actually had some people today who were $10,000 tipped in their car.
How does that even happen? How does one get to that point?
So they traded in their car before this car that they have now.
And they were upside down.
When they were $3,000 upside down on that one.
Oh my god.
But they traded it in for a friggin' Nissan Armada, which is Nissan's terrible for depreciation. They depreciate.
Those things are massive too.
Oh yeah.
It's like a boat.
Well, she had a Pilot before, Honda Pilot.
Yeah.
And she came back. She's like, "Yeah, I bought this Armada a year ago, and
turns out
I actually really don't like it. I want a Pilot again."
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's not a big deal. I actually could have gotten her into what she wanted to do if she was cool with the payment.
Yeah.
So she was $10,000 tips in this thing.
Oh my god, that sucks.
It was a 2010 Nissan Armada she bought a year ago, and there's 144,000 miles on it right now. She owed $15,000 on this thing.
Oh.
Yeah. I hope she got Gap, and she should drive that thing right into a fucking river.
That is fantastic advice.
Goodbye.
I hope that you gave her that advice. It was here's what you do.
No.
Make sure you got Gap. Put a fucking brick on the gas pedal. And launch it off a cliff.
I'd be a hero.
You would totally be a hero. Not for the person in my industry, though. The insurance adjuster that has to go out and assess that.
I mean, if nobody was making claims, then why would he even have a job?
True.
All right?
Very true. Very, very true.
Tell me about you being a damn life coach. Lifeguard.
Lifeguard or life coach. So yeah, I was a beach lifeguard at the Maine's beach, the popular one.
The popular Maine beach.
Maine beach.
The hundreds of miles of popular Maine beaches.
Yeah, where the Canadians would go and breed every summer.
Ugh.
And their Speedos.
They're very hairy.
God, why?
It's the French in them.
It's the French. No, there's just Speedos and bush everywhere. I was one of the top swimmers. I was on the squad. Apparently, they don't hire people for their swimming capabilities, which is weird that it's a lifeguard position.
What's the qualifications?
Like running. You have to be able to run and like sort of swim. Like there were some people on the squad who like could not swim very well at all. Like they couldn't get to a human who was drowning. Like it would not happen. So they always put me at the post with like the rip currents. So I had lots of saves because of that.
See, that's some real life saving.
Yeah,
shit.
but again, I was being paid for it, so it
So
feels.
why?
It feels.
Again.
I know.
Military, getting paid, police, whatever.
Yeah.
Doing things that might save people and may pose danger.
It's true.
They still get paid for it, and
I know.
you could either not call everybody a hero, and then like, okay, so to be a hero, you have to do something where you're not being paid.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think that's right. I think
No, but
you
your
can
story
get paid.
was so much better because you're just
you
like
can get paid to be a
this
hero.
civilian driving down the road. You just like happen to see a shitstorm of a situation about to occur, and you like launch into action.
Yeah, I mean it was
like, I don't
super
have
like
any
nonchalant. It was
like that.
it was not like suspenseful. Like
well, I know there wasn't someone holding the boombox behind you, like playing Eye of the Tiger. Like, yeah, I don't have any moments.
I've
like
done
that.
my good deed for the day.
Yeah.
And then I go into the store and ignore some old lady who can barely afford half a dozen of eggs.
Aw, dick move.
Except it didn't really happen. That was just...
That was a for instance. Yeah, that's something that could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've done anything.
So you've pulled drowning people out.
Yeah.
That is totally legit.
When I was 10 or 12, my mom's husband at the time got like flipped over at Splashtown in the inner tube slide.
Yeah.
And he was pinned against the side upside down. And so I like pulled him down, and the pressure of that actually snapped his neck. So he wasn't able to move. So had I not like grabbed him and pulled him down, he would have died.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But like hindsight, probably should have just let it happen. He is a horrible person. So.
This is that duality of man where it's like, oh, you're a sweet, awesome person. You're also kind of a cunt, though.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so I like saved the life of someone who made like a lot of other people like not impressed with their life. So
I mean, and in all fairness, there are definitely people that probably don't deserve to be around.
Yeah.
I don't like rule that out.
Right.
Certainly, like, death penalty's got its place.
Yeah. And I like don't hate Dexter. Like
oh yeah.
Like I feel like I don't hate you.
There's a time and a place for
like I'm
probably murder could be okay.
Like some vigilante shit is fine. Like probably don't keep slides of the blood because that's just weird. But like, you know.
And well, it's a trope. It's like a serial killer thing.
I know, but like just don't do that because that's what makes it weird.
Yeah.
Like had he not done that, then it wouldn't be weird.
Had he not done that, he might have not also been a sociopath.
He just would have been like a really good guy who just offs a really bad guy. And I can get on board with that. I can get on board with that.
It's kind of like Batman, but he actually kills people.
Right. What's the blind one's name? What's his name? The blind one?
Daredevil?
Daredevil.
Yeah.
Did you watch that series?
No.
I got like pretty far into the series. It's decent. It's a good series.
No. I was busy watching all those Marvel series.
That is a Marvel series.
Like the good ones, though.
That is a good one. You're going to have to watch it. They have single shot, like one shot fighting sequence that lasts like 13 minutes. I shit you not. Like a single shot fighting sequence. Like they never cut. Nothing. They just go and go and go. And it's like 13, 15 minutes long. It's really, really impressive for a single shot. So I just got super excited about that. I don't know why. That was weird.
I had to look up the name Luke Cage.
Oh, yeah, Luke Cage is
Luke
good.
Cage was good. And there was one other. The
Jessica Jones.
white ninja dude.
I don't know, but I like Jessica Jones.
Well, Jessica Jones is in... Jessica Jones and Luke Cage
right.
are in Iron Fist.
Iron Fist, okay. So I haven't seen Iron Fist because I hadn't gotten through all of Luke Cage yet.
Oh, yeah.
I can't start Iron Fist unless I've seen every single
They're
one
like
of Luke
all
Cage.
interconnected.
Right, but
they all live in like
It's an
the
alternate
Bronx
universe.
or something.
Yes, Hell's Kitchen. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. No, I like those shows a lot. I didn't realize that you liked those shows.
Those, yeah, I like those.
We have a
I've
lot
never
to learn
seen.
about each other.
I've never. What was the one you were talking?
Jessica Jones or
I started
Daredevil.
watching like the first episode or two of Jessica Jones. I've never seen Daredevil.
Daredevil's really good. Like, I'll rewatch from the beginning Daredevil if you want to get into that one. I'd do
Is
it.
Jennifer Garner Elektra?
No, I don't think Elektra's in it so far. I haven't finished the whole thing.
Oh yeah.
We got interrupted.
You start a lot of shows.
I do start a lot of shows, but then I'll like hear about another one, so I start another one, and I'm like, fuck. Then I can't remember which one I left off on until we're like mid conversation. Like, oh my god! So, but no, I haven't seen any of Iron Fist, but I need to. That's a need, not a want. Is that on Netflix?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, all those Marvel things are Netflix.
Okay. They didn't get moved.
I watched it when there wasn't a
Right.
Disney Plus, so.
I mean, I have Disney, so it shouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think those were Netflix originals, weren't they?
I think so.
So Netflix
Oh,
wouldn't have to let go of those. 'Cause
Well,
they
that
weren't
depends on,
the licensing, I guess.
yeah, ownership and all that
Right.
other stuff.
Disney's going to take over the universe. Did you know that?
Why?
Because they can. Because it's Disney.
Was that like the Illuminati or something?
Kinda, yeah. For sure. Except not secret, because Disney's been public forever. So.
Well, I mean.
But it is cult-like.
The Illuminati, not exactly secret. Like Da Vinci knew about the Illuminati.
Da Vinci was a smart
I
man.
mean, he might have been Illuminati.
Like a rat? Is he a snitch, maybe?
I mean, who
I feel
knows?
like if Da Vinci was like a part of the organization, there wouldn't be clues in his shit. Because that's like him snitching on his own. Maybe he wanted to be, but he wasn't. So then he's like, I'm going to try and infiltrate and leave clues of my own, like what's going on in my own head and just fuck with everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's more likely that.
It's
like a big
you
pile
get
of
so
horseshit.
smart, like for especially like kids in class or whatever. If they're like, this is way too easy, then their attention's not held.
Yeah.
And so they start doing nefarious shit.
Right. They get bored.
It's probably like that. Like, he's so smart, and he's like making like helicopters that don't actually work like 1,800 years ago. Not that far,
But same thing.
a few hundred years ago at least. But where the fuck was I going?
I don't
with
know.
this?
Something
I'm
about
starting to get a
kids
little
who are
high.
like- starting to get a little high. I've been sitting in Highland for like since we hit record.
I don't know. I think it's because the lights are on. If I was high and the lights were off, I'd probably be getting ready to go to bed. But I feel amazing
Oh, I'm glad.
for a 33-year-old dad that's at 9 o'clock at night.
Well, good. Am I a bad influence that keeps you up late at night?
When do you keep me up?
Pretty much every night.
No.
Well, when we talk on the phone, I do.
I mean,
and when I'm like showing up at your house at 11 o'clock.
yeah, but that's not every night.
And like when you come over to my house, I do.
No, it's not every night.
So like
I'm a grown adult.
you are.
I can
you make your own choices.
I can be up past 9 o'clock.
If I wasn't in the picture, would you be on a consistent basis though?
Maybe. Because I don't know what I'd be filling my time with.
Yeah.
If it wasn't you, maybe I'd be, I don't know, addicted to, okay, I don't know.
I'm glad you
I'd
didn't
say
go
the-
to like have some other girl that I'd be paying attention to. I'm glad that's not where you went because I was waiting for it. I was like, this one's gonna sting a little. This one's gonna sting. I'm gonna feel this one.
I didn't even think about that.
You didn't do it.
I didn't even think about saying, oh, if I wasn't with you, I'd probably be with somebody else.
That's my damage.
That's a real fucking dick move.
Yeah, I was waiting for it though. I was like, this is really not gonna feel great at all.
And you did set yourself up for it, but no, I didn't even think about that.
Oh, it's because you're a keeper.
Oh,
That's why.
you're sweet.
You're my dream boat.
Boats, toes. Boats,
Okay,
toes.
so my dream boat's like a little bit different than that.
Oh, you don't have like nachos, lemon heads, my dad's boat.
Nope.
No.
No. Not at all.
Tell me about your boat.
My boat has 2 people on it. It's just quiet.
It's a quiet boat. Do you have to know how to tie knots?
I mean, someone probably should.
So it's a sailboat.
No, but you have to like tie it up places, and you need knots for that. But I know how to tie knots.
I mean, you can tie any type of knot around a metal thing holding it there.
I don't know.
I would imagine.
I was just taught this is how you tie a knot.
Is it
Like
the knot that you do at the beginning of tying your shoe?
No, absolutely not. That's a horrible way to tie a knot. For like thick rope.
Oh.
I'm not like some like nautical genius. I just know how to keep a boat.
I don't know if you were in the
place.
Girl Scouts or something.
No, I was married to a coastie for like 10 years though. It counts for something.
You need to know knots.
That's like literally all they do. It's tie knots on shit.
Knots and break ice and
Yes.
I don't know, rescue fishermen.
Yeah, basically. Like the cool ones though get to like find like Coke submarines.
Oh, I mean those would be dope, but they're
My
not
friend-
wearing the orange vests that they use.
They are wearing the orange vest. My friend's Allie's husband, his ship caught this like record Coke thing or whatever. There was like 23,000 tons of cocaine or some like I don't know if that's a lot or if that's a little.
Do they
but
have,
like something like that, some ungodly amount.
do they have like patrol boats?
Yeah.
It's like boats with like, I don't know, 4 or 6 dudes on there with like a turret on.
Yep, they do.
That's pretty dope.
Yep, they always have like a gunner
Yeah.
and the bosun mate who's driving the boat.
Oh,
They always
he's
have an
not the
engineer.
helmsman.
No, not on the little rescue boats. And then they have an engineer in case the engine shits out. And then usually a boarding officer called a BO. Which I laughed at every time I heard it. You
Shit.
stinky son of a bitch.
But if you say it, like, it's pretty cool. I'm the boarding officer.
Yeah,
You're gonna like
it's
it.
not cool at all. Like at all.
No.
No.
It's the shit job of the boat.
Not really a shit job, but it's like there's no clout with that. Like the only like
Yo,
cool
he's the
job
BO.
in the Coast Guard is like the divers, like those guys, or like the pilots.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's probably for
That's a
like
cop
any
out.
branch.
Yeah, that's
but
helicopter
divers.
pilots. I think are even cooler than jet pilots.
well, yeah, helicopter, yeah, absolutely. To like maintain that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was recruited by the Coast Guard in college for diving, to be a diver.
Yeah.
Because I know how to swim.
Didn't pan out.
I was like, fuck you, I'm going to the military. I'd never make it through boot camp. I'm far too mouthy.
I don't
Far
know what
too
department
mouthy.
they are under anymore. Is it
Homeland Security.
Homelands? Okay. I didn't know if it was that or...
It used to be Department of the Navy, and then it went to Homeland Security and
Okay.
the Treasury. At
Wasn't
one
there a
point.
Department of the Transportation?
Yes. Yeah, at one
Department of
point it was that, yeah. But it went to Homeland Security.
They were on the same dudes that like repave the road
Right.
every year.
Yeah. Similar. Yeah. Such garbage. The bastard stepchild. And I can say that.
Yeah, I've never had to like go to Alaska or something in my military time.
The only thing that happens in Alaska
Bullshit.
is like husbands cheat on their wives. That's all Alaska's good for, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm not trying to open
Again,
the wounds.
my
here.
damage talking.
That wasn't eloquently put.
I'm sure it's a lovely state.
No, it's not.
It's gonna be real cold.
That's it. It's a state with like the highest alcoholism rate like in the
Yeah.
country.
And like bears eat cars and shit. My friend of mine had her car eaten by a bear. It busted through the sunroof and ate her car when it was parked at the airport. Like, what the? I don't want to live somewhere where bears are going to eat my car.
I
That's
had
awful.
Somebody trade in a car that trading a car at the dealership. The back seats were all torn the fuck up and eaten. And they had a bear. Didn't go through the glass or anything. Like got a claw in through the fucking handle
Oh
and
my
pulled the
God.
door open, ripped the whole back seat up.
Can you imagine though? You like go out to your car and like, what the fuck happened? It looks like a bear ate my car.
In the
You
background,
see
you
fucking
hear
Yogi running away.
Yeah.
Golly. Yeah, I don't want to live anywhere where that like happens.
There's bears here.
Yeah, but I know I've got bears kind of near my neighborhood, but they're friendly. They don't fuck with you.
They just want your honey pie.
Right. They just show up at the bus stop like, yo, hey, bro. You getting on that giant
You getting
yellow
them
thing?
honeycombs, bro?
What's in your backpack? You got a snack in there for me? Pirate booty? Sold. You've had pirate booty before, right?
I don't know.
What? You have children and you've never had pirate booty?
I haven't bought pirate booty. I didn't. What is pirate booty?
It's like this, like,
it's labeled pirate.
Yes,
booty.
that's like what it's called. Is pirate booty. It's like a cheddar corn puff. It's like a cheesy poof, only white and like corn shaped, not like ball shaped.
No idea.
Oh my god, they're
No
so
idea.
fucking good. I guarantee if you got like one of the big like family size bags of pirate booty, you would not be able to stop eating it until it's gone. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. But they also sell the individual packs, and when I get that, the kids are like, oh my god, like their heads explode. They're so excited.
Pirate booty.
Pirate booty. It's a tasty snack. Very tasty snack. I can't believe you've ever had pirate booty.
I'll take your word for
Have
it.
you ever had like Nilla wafers? Like, can we
Yeah.
confirm Nilla wafers or
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not particularly fond of them.
What? I can't eat them, but if I could.
Oreo is kind of my cookie.
Yeah.
Oreo or Chips Ahoy Chewy.
Chewy, yeah. Sometimes I get heartburn from that. Well, not anymore, but like back when probably
It's
because I would eat like the
basically like-
entire thing. So that's probably why I got heartburn.
You know, there are times that you've been my hero, baby.
Probably not like. So there's one other time I can think of, like, I did a solid. Like, I don't want to call it, like, hero, but I did a solid. And I was living in Charleston, and the church that I went to had a thing over the holidays called 10,000 Gifts. And you'd get these business cards, and you would just, like, do nice things for other people and give them a business card, and it had, like, the church's address on it. So there was a homeless guy who looked rather ravished, and I got him some food and gave him some money and gave him the card. And he showed up at church the next Sunday and showed up the Sunday after that and the Sunday after that. And they helped him get an apartment. They got him a job.
Oh.
And like, he became like a really active member of the church and was like loved by everybody.
That's awesome.
So I don't know if it was like my act of that or if I was just like a conduit for, you know,
Absolutely.
something else. But
You're
I felt good about
the
that.
spark that lit the fire.
yeah, so I hope he turned out okay.
That's really sweet.
Yeah, it was a sweet church. It was cool. I liked it.
That's a really good story.
So I don't think that's like hero status.
Yeah, of
'cause
course it is.
You know, fed the hungry. I fed the
Of course
hungry
it is.
and gave a card
Of
that was like on my
course.
chair at church.
Yeah. That's so nice of you. You made that dude's like the whole time he kept going to that church.
Yeah.
Now, you ever notice him before the church?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nope. Because I talked to him. I'm like, you know,
Oh, so he never went there before.
nope.
So he started
Uh-huh.
going there.
I started a lot of
because
people.
of what you did.
Yeah, I started a lot of people at church.
Yeah, so there you go.
I was like,
A lot you found a lot of people some comfort and some faith.
I may have saved some souls.
Yeah, maybe.
I brought some people to the Jesus.
You did that.
Yeah. No, my
You been
girlfriend
a
Beth, she started
matchmaker or
going.
something like
I know, and I can like match people up. Seriously, there is a couple getting married soon that I did that.
See, you are a hero to them. You matched
I
them.
guarantee you, I am not a hero to these people. Have I told
Do
you
they
this
hate you
story?
now?
I haven't told you the story
I
about
don't
who
know.
these people
I
are.
don't know. Tell me.
So prior to knowing that you exist in all your glory on this planet, I was engaged to another.
Mm-hmm.
And right after we got engaged, his ex-wife like flipped out. Was like not okay with it. Even though like she had moved on like a lot while they were married.
Substantially.
And like post as you know, she had sowed her oats, if you will.
Yeah.
With everybody. She was not impressed that he was remarrying. And she would, like, send him inappropriate text messages all the time. Be like, remember when we went on that romantic blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So I was like, this chick needs a boyfriend. So I went on the interwebs in my mom's group that I was in. I was like, listen, my fiance's ex-wife needs to get laid by, like, a nice guy. Like, anybody want to put up with her shit for a little while so I can just, like, plan my wedding in peace? So there's another girl in there who's like, hey, I'm looking for someone for my ex-husband. Like, maybe we can connect him. I'm like, all right, send me his picture. And his deets. Like, he's going to be around someone I consider my child. So I need to make sure he's not a total douchebag. He's like, no, not a total douchebag. Great dad, was a horrible husband. I'm like, all right, I can do great dad, horrible husband. So I set them up. And, like, she got pregnant, like, immediately. Turns out she got pregnant intentionally to, like, steal the thunder from the wedding. Whatever. But now they're getting married.
Yeah.
Like, they actually, like, she, you know, did it out of spite. I did it to get her, you know, away from my situation.
Yeah.
But now they're, like, you know, have this little baby girl, and they, yeah. But I never even got a thank you. Neither one of them ever said thank you.
But deep down inside, they know you are one of their heroes.
I hope every time they think about, like, how madly in love they are, my face pops into their picture. I hope so. That would be fantastic. Like, I'll be part of, like, every love story. Wow, my ex-husband was with this one girl, and she set me up, and blah, blah, blah. That would be fantastic. But, yeah. And then I've got two sets of friends, actually, who are forming their courtship. Yeah, it's incredible. So, I guess that does make me a little bit of a hero.
More than you know.
Make love, not war, baby.
So, stirring the pot.
Speaking of pot.
Speaking of...
Coffee pot.
Another thing I just thought about while we were having our pee break.
Okay.
Was you saying breaking the seal.
Yeah.
And I think that would be also a good name for another concept.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Like, I kind of like that better than stirring the pot.
Breaking
the seal. Yeah, I think I like that better. Well done, sir. Well done.
That was a pee moment.
Sometimes I have, like, the best ideas and creations. Like, if I get, like, a little bit stoned and take a shower. Yeah. Like, in that shower, I'm a fucking genius. And the shit I think up is, like, fabulous. And then, like, the next day, or, like, 5 minutes later, it's gone.
You just forget it.
It's gone.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
so I need to, like, record myself in the shower. That is you, not
I'm glad we're recording this. I don't fucking know what we're going to be talking about.
You're going to listen back to this and be like, what the hell?
When did this occur?
Why? Why are we there right now?
This is good. We're at, like, 90 minutes.
Yeah. When are you going to find 90 minutes to go through and listen to this?
Oh, this will take a while.
Weeks.
To edit and publish.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's probably going to be, like, we're probably just going to keep just a lot of random shit. Just cut out a lot of the...
Breaking the seal. I wonder if there's any podcast named that, though. I'm gonna check it out.
Did you look up Stirring the Pot?
I didn't. I just thought about that right now. How do you spell seal?
What?
Like, I know how to spell, like, seal, like...
Yeah, it's the
Is
same
it the
way.
same? Oh, okay.
Yeah. That will not get cut off. That will not get cut out.
That was saying. But look, nothing.
Breaking the seal.
Yeah. We're original. Do we trademark it? You know what? I'm going to... Hold on. I'm going to create this right now. What category are we? Like, what would you consider us? Leisure? Or science and culture?
What else do they got?
So, okay. There's arts, business, comedy, education, fiction, government, history, health and fitness, kids and family, leisure, music, news, religion and spirituality, science, society and culture, sports, TV and film, technology, or true crime. Or for sure society and culture.
I like comedy.
You can't call yourself a comedian.
I'm not.
Your first podcast out the gate.
Shut up. You're stoned. You don't know what you're talking about.
Go home, Jess. You're high.
You have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
That's fantastic. We're going with society and culture. I made an executive decision on that.
Yes, ma'am.
There we are.
Breaking the seal.
There we are.
I'm gonna laugh. It wasn't actually spelled that way, but it is.
Are you sure? Now I'm second guessing myself.
Everybody knows that's what seal is.
Everybody knows this is what the seal is. I believe I could fly. Was that Seal or was that R. Kelly? I always get them confused sometimes.
Seal is Kiss from a Rose.
Okay. So I Believe I Can Fly is R. Kelly, right?
I don't know. Was R. Kelly even old enough to molest people when that came out?
Absolutely. He was married to that one Ashanti when she was like 14.
Oh shit, it is R. Kelly.
It is, huh?
No kidding.
Oh boy.
You think we should be talking about anything else? I figure we're probably gonna, I don't know how much is gonna get cut. There is
probably most of it.
If we shrink this in half, then that's probably quite
solid.
Good.
Yeah.
Quite good. Oh, the bounce house thing.
Oh, that's right.
The bounce house thing. That was some crazy
You
shit.
said a dislocated shoulder.
Yeah.
Fucking old people going into bounce houses.
It wasn't.
Man.
She wasn't an old woman, so she just. All right. So the little bounce house. It was like 5 or 6 different bounce houses in the gym. All right. But it was just me and my kid, and then her and her 2 kids. But she was in like a completely different bounce house. So I was just watching the kids go through, my kids, and then help me, Tom Cruise, help me, Oprah. I'm on fire. No, she fucking came running out of a bounce house with her arm cocked to the side at like a 90-degree angle, like she's like the scarecrow or something, you know?
Domo Abrigato, Mr. Roboto.
And I'm like, what is she doing? Is she just fucking with her kids? That's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh, she's just fucking with her kids. She's like trying to freak them out or something.
You're like, working. It's working.
Yeah,
that looks really fucked up.
But I'm on the other side of the court, basically, of the gym. And I start walking towards her. And she's not, like, calming down. She's not like, I got you, you little fucks.
Mommy played you on your emotions.
So she starts come walking to me, and she's like holding her arm with her other arm. And I'm like, oh, that looks like that's barely held on by anything but skin. Like her shoulder was completely out of its socket.
God.
She's like, raise up my arm. So I raised up her arm, and I kind of like tugged on it, and like popped back into place.
Like the loudest sound ever.
And I'm like, oh. That was some gnarly shit. I've seen some gnarlier shit than that, but it just like...
The sound of it is what's the worst.
It's just like the hanging, like the limb that's hanging it's by skin.
Yeah.
It's like, that's
so like
caca.
That right there, that scar, that's because that's what my shoulder used to do. Dislocate, and I'd be like, oh fuck. And then my coach would put me back in socket.
Ugh.
So that happened once when I was like mid-race. Like I hit the wall and my shoulder popped out, and my coach put it back in socket because I had another race coming up, and he was like, we fucking need you to race. So clink. And then I got back in.
Throw your arm out. Fucking ugh.
Yeah, I was
swimming.
I was racing. Basically, like my muscles were like stronger than like the ligament, like the bone and the ligament that was like holding it. Yeah. So I was doing butterfly, and I just was like, raw. And I was racing. I was racing this one bitch who was like fucking massive. Her name was Amy Crocker. She was like a Russian beast. Like she was fucking massive. And she was a senior and I was a freshman. I was like, I can fucking beat her, but I gave her a run for her money. And I fucked up my shoulder real bad. And then my coach put it back in stock and was like, pat on the ass, get back in there. And I raced her again and ripped apart my rotator cuff. So I ended up with that nice little scar all the way down.
Oh.
So I had to have surgery.
They should give you disability or something.
Oh, God, no. Although I did eat shit down the stairs when I was, like, immobilized. Like, I had this, like, sling thing, but it was, like, Velcroed to my body. Like, I could not move my arm from this position for, like, 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And I ended up accidentally eating a pot brownie at school. And I got, like, super, super stoned, and I fell down the stairs while I was, like, in my shoulder thing. And I landed at the feet of, like, the most popular guy in school. His nickname was Stubby. I think he's, like, some sort of politician now, but his nickname was Stubby. I don't know if it's because he was, like, super, like he was, like, a little guy, or because, like, he was a little guy. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he was the most popular guy in school, and I was so embarrassed because he was like, "Oh, are you okay?" I'm fine. And I fucked up my ankle, and to this day, my ankle, when it gets like really shitty weather, like hurts real bad.
Oh.
Like ever since then, I was like 16. I didn't know it was a pot brownie I was eating though. I was just like, "Oh, chocolate." And my friend Katie was like, "Oh."
You poor thing.
Those were magic brownies. I was so high. I spent like the whole rest of the day in the nurse's office, and she knew I was high, but she didn't call my mom to tell him.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I was like, "Miss Cummings, Babs, I didn't mean to. I just thought it was a brownie." She let me sleep it off in her office. I love Babs. She's fantastic.
Never do. I've never done an edible. I don't think I want to. I've never heard a good story surrounding
So I have
edibles.
so the edibles that I make, like my own edibles, are fantastic. But like the shit that other people manufacture, like that gummy I had a couple nights ago or like a week ago, never again. Never, ever again. Nerds rope? Nope. Nope to the rope. Nope. Like it was awful. But like my brownies they're good. They taste good. My dad even likes them, so.
I've never heard a good story.
I have lots of good stories.
It's just like, oh man, I ate too much and I got really stoned. I woke up 19 hours later with a beer bottle in my butt.
I was butt chugging. So I've never woke up at any point in time with a beer bottle in my ass. That's never happened. Ever. Nor have I woken up 19 hours later from anything. Although that sounds delightful. To sleep 19 hours.
Clearly,
Do you know how good that would feel?
Clearly there's some embellishment there.
But how awesome would that feel? To sleep for 19 hours.
I don't know. That'd be...
Sometimes I feel like I need that.
In a float tank.
I know, I still haven't done that.
It's awesome.
We should do it together.
Yeah,
We
totally.
do like couples float tanks.
Yeah.
But we would have to like not have sex. Like we would have to like not touch.
They fine you quite substantially if like you contaminate the pool in any way.
So would we be in the same pool?
So
Or would we be in like two different ponds?
there's like, at least where I went,
Yeah.
they have rooms, which most of the rooms have these pods.
Yeah.
Big enough for one person. And then a couple of them had these like, almost like, it was a room and then a room inside of a room. And that room was all pool.
Oh.
And you could fit two people in there.
See, like I would like intellectually, I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. But
Yeah.
I'm like, realistically, if I can like that's gonna be tough.
There would be some control.
Yeah, and I have no self-control when it comes to you at all. None. Like not even a smidge.
It might be a dangerous thing. You
Right.
think that would be like a challenge? Like, hey, can we go? So it's like a 2-hour thing.
Right.
You're in the float for like 90 minutes.
I don't know that I could be like
An hour and a
scantily
half.
clad.
Naked. It's not
I
scantily
absolutely fucking not. I could not be like in the same
Yeah.
body of water.
You do not
with
wear
naked.
anything inside the float tank. You don't. Nothing.
I couldn't.
You buck ass naked.
I
They make
could
you
not do
shower
that.
before
We would have to practice.
and after.
We would have to practice being naked around each other without putting things in things. I don't want to practice that though. That sounds awful. But we would have to practice because I don't know that I could do it. Like we would have to immediately leave and like go somewhere. Because there would be like some pent up shit happening and my head might
the room has a
fucking
shower.
explode.
You have to shower before, and they want you to shower. They want you to shower before and after.
Okay.
That's part of the 2 hours, but it's only 90 minutes in the tub thing.
Okay. But are they like watching you when you're in the shower?
No.
So you can bone in the shower.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Totally.
All right.
So you fuck in the shower.
Right.
All right. Get it out of our system.
And then we go in.
Yeah.
And then you fuck in the shower
And
again.
by the time in 90 minutes is up, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on board with that.
That's way more than enough time.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that. Okay. So we should do that then. We'll have to plan a time.
Okay.
I'll have to take a Tuesday off.
We hit it. We hit 2 hours.
Look at that.
And 2 hours and almost 5 minutes.
Dang.
We did it.
We did it. We did it. We did it.
New high score. What does that
mean? We should go watch Grandma's Boy.
We should go watch Grandma's Boy.
Like, for sure.
Fuck going to bed. Let's
Right.
go watch Grandma's Boy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wonder if I have it or if it's on a streaming thing. Oh no.
What?
Oh, wait a minute. Should be on HBO.
Shut the front door.
Fucking right.
We're going to Grandma's Boy.
Oh, that was good.
That was an excellent high five.
All right. That was. Look at that peak. That's the peakiest of peaks.
That was the high five peak.
That was great. I wasn't even looking at your elbow.
I wasn't looking at your elbow either. That's great. We can even high five well.
That's
you and I,
dope.
babe. You and I.
Are.
All right, we should sign off. Breaking the seal. Out. No, that's not it.
I'll put that whole thing right there.
And we're going to go watch a really funny movie.